ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः।
अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम्
अनाश्रितः कर्मफलम्
कार्यं कर्म करोति यः
कार्यं कर्म करोति यः
स सन्न्यासी च योगी च
स सन्न्यासी च योगी च
न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः
न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः
यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः
यं सन्न्यासमिति प्राहुः
योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव
योगं तं विद्धि पाण्डव
न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः
न ह्यसन्न्यस्तसङ्कल्पः
योगी भवति कश्चन
योगी भवति कश्चन
आरुरुक्षोर्मुनेर्योगम्
आरुरुक्षोर्मुनेर्योगम्
कर्मकारणमुच्यते
कर्मकारणमुच्यते
योगारूढस्य तस्यैव
योगारूढस्य तस्यैव
शमः कारणमुच्यते
शमः कारणमुच्यते
I'm seeing the next shloka also. I think you have to see. Okay. Yaha karyam karoti karyam. Yaha karyam kartavyam karyam. Karma pala manashutaha. Kartavyam karma. Karyam karma is kartavyam karma karoti. Saha sannyasi cha yogi cha. Without the pressure, without the longing, not dictated by raga dvesha. That is the right word. Karma pala asakti. That is because of raga. Similarly, anishta karma pala. If it is a karma, if karma pala is anishta, then it is dvesha. So raga dvesha, not dictated by raga dvesha. The one who does karma, which is to be done, what is to be done at a given time, in a given situation, that should be done. That is one's karma, one's duty. Yaha karoti, saha, not only yogi, he is a sannyasi also. Saha sannyasi, not just that person who has given up the karma, who doesn't do any action. That person is not a sannyasi. This person is a sannyasi because there is no karmapala asakti. Anashutaha karmapalam karoti. Not resorting to, not its focus is not on the karmapala. It does karma. Why does it do karma? Not focus on the karmapala, not focus on the karmapala, it does karma. Why? His focus is on Ishvara. Is committed to jnanam, and therefore is a bhakta, is a devotee, is a bhakta. His commitment is only Ishvara Prityartham. Is only Ishvara Prityartham, Prasada Siddhyartham. Therefore, is a sannyasi only. Is a sannyasi, is a yogi, karma yogi, sannyasi. Therefore, who is called as a yogi, who is called a sannyasi, who is called a yogi, is also a sannyasi. Therefore, here, when the yogi, karma yogi does karma, when the karma yogi does karma, not dictated by the raga dvesha, then he is a sannyasi only. Therefore, yaga sannyasi, saha yogi. Yaga yogi, saha sannyasi. Yaga yogi, saha sannyasi. That one who is a yogi, karma yogi, is a sannyasi. Not taken to sannyasa, but is a sannyasi. Without taking to sannyasa, he is a sannyasi. Without taking to ashrama sannyasa, he is a sannyasi. Because he has got antara sannyasa, that is a tyaga. So that commitment, that attitude is important. Attitude alone makes a difference, not the external appearance. The difference here, the difference between an ashrama sannyasa, just mere is a karma sannyasi, and a grihastha sannyasi. Grihastha sannyasi may look like an oxymoron, but it is not. Grihastha sannyasi means he has the attitude of a sannyasi. So, comparing between these two, Kevala karma sannyasi and grihastha sannyasi, who is greater? Of course, grihastha sannyasi, he has got antara sannyasa. Therefore, yaha yogi, karma yogi, saha sannyasi, iti vidhi, iti vidhi. Why? Because he doesn't have sankalpa like a sannyasi. Those who have sankalpa cannot be a sannyasi. Those who have sankalpa cannot be a yogi. Therefore, yogi, to be a yogi, one must be a sannyasi. So equated. As though they are same, that is praising the karma yogi. Karma yogi is praised. It's a here it is stuti. Karma yoga stuti, karma yogi stuti. Karma yoga stuti is done before. the third chapter, fourth chapter and all, Karma Yoga Stuti is done. Why Karma Yoga Stuti? Karma Yoga Stuti is done so that people will follow Karma Yoga, only by which Shreyas is possible. Otherwise, they will not do anything. They will remain idle, and therefore no material progress as well as spiritual progress. Therefore, Karma Yoga Stuti. And if the person is a mumukshu, he will not stop with Karma Yoga. Slowly he will come to Jnanam and therefore moksha. Now, this Karma Yoga, how long the Karma Yoga should be done? Arukshogo Munehe Yogam, Arukshor Munehe Karma Yogam, Arukshogo Munehe Yogam, Karma Karanam Uchate. That is Karma Karanam Yogam iti Uchate. Karma Karanam Uchate. Karma is the Karanam for whom Arukshogo, for the one who wants to climb what? Who wants to climb this ladder of this yoga. That yoga, what we discuss in this chapter, is Dhyana Yoga. So, to gain that contemplative disposition, Karma Yoga is the means. Arukshogo Munehe. Here, Arukshu, Arod Ichuhu is called Munihi. Munihi. Why it is called Munihi? After Shravanam Mananam. Munihi also is called Mananashilaha. Munihi. So, the person has done Shravanam Mananam. Now, Dhyanam, that is Nididhyasanam, therefore Munihi is going to do Nididhyasanam. That is a topic here. Therefore, Arodam Ichuhu Munehe Munihi. For him, Karma, that is Karma Charanam, Karana Uchate. Karma is the Karanam for that person. So, Yogam, Arukshehe Munehe Yogam. Munehe Yogam, that is this yoga is Jnana Yoga. So, for Arukshu, Arodam Ichuku, Karma is a means. Karma Yoga is a means that gives the necessary preparation, that contemplative disposition. Therefore, Arukshoko Karma Karanam Uchate. What about Yoga Rudasya? What about Yoga Rudaha? That is for the one who has gained the contemplative disposition. For him, will Karma Yoga still prescribed? Is Karma Yoga still prescribed for that person? Does he have to do Karma Yoga, continue Karma Yoga? No. For him, Shamaha Karanam Uchate. Shamaha meaning sannyasa, not mere sannyasa. Yes, Shamaha is knowledge. Withdrawal, the nivritti is by jnanam. So therefore, Shamaha meaning sannyasa, but it's not just a sannyasa. Here it means knowledge. So, Sarvakarma sannyasa, when we say Sarvakarma sannyasa, it means knowledge. That's akartratva buddhi. That is jnanam. Shamaha karanam uchyate yogarudasya. For the one who has gained the contemplative disposition for the withdrawal, for the Shamaha jnanam karanam uchyate. For what? For moksha. So yogarudasya, for the prepared one, for the one who has gained the contemplative dispositions, he can withdraw from everything and remain in Dhyanam, Nididhyasanam. For him, Shamaha Karanam Uchyate. For that person, Shamaha Jnanam is the Karanam, the Hetu for Moksha. Moksha Karanam Uchyate. So Yoha Rudasya Shamaha Karanam Uchyate. So therefore, Karma is a Karanam for who wants to gain this disposition, and Jnanam is a Karanam for who has gained this contemplative disposition. So ultimately for Jnanam, this yoga is required. That is a connection. Karma is a Karanam it is Paramparaya Karanam Bhavati, and Shamaha is a Karanam, it is Sakshat Karanam, direct Karanam, direct reason, direct Hetu, direct Sadhanam for Yoga Ruda. Yoga Rudasya means the one who has ascended to yoga. Ascended to yoga, gained this, for the one who has gained this contemplative disposition. So he is prepared for Nididhyasana. So Nididhyasanam, Yoga Rudasya. Yes, Yoga Ruda, yes, not prepared. Yes, he has gained the result of Nididhyasanam. Arurukshoha means who is wanting to prepare for Nididhyasanam. Yoga Rudasya means who has gained the result of Nididhyasanam. Yoga Rudasya. Therefore, Yoga Rudaha, Swamiji takes Yoga Rudaha to be an accomplished person. Yoga Rudaha means accomplished person who doesn't require to do Nididhyasana. But anyway, it is Yoga Rudaha, we can take Yoga Rudaha means that is, it's a jnani, it's a wise person, it's a Sarva Karma Sannyasi. Therefore, giving up all the karma, giving up, that is Shamaha, it means giving up all the karma. Giving up all the karma is only possible by giving up all the desires, because desires only prompt the person to do karma. Therefore, the person is free from desires. The person is free from kartutva buddhi, bhoktrutva buddhi. Therefore, that is possible, akarta abhokta jnanam, only when you have the knowledge. I am that. I am aham purnaha. Therefore, shamaha karanam uchyate. Knowledge is the cause. Knowledge is the karanam. So for the Yoga Rudaha, for the one who has gained this jnanam by Nididhyasanam, for them, knowledge. So knowledge is the means. Iti Shamaha Karanam Uchyate. Knowledge is the means for Yoga Rudaha. Karma is a means for Arurukshogo. Iti. The means are talked about. Then the next question comes, this, how long the person should do karma? That is answered in the next shloka. That is for the Yoga Rudaha. For the Yoga Rudaha, Yadahi Nendriyateshu Nakarmas Sanusajjate. I think we have to read from here. We'll read this shloka. Yadahi Nendriyateshu
यदा हीनेन्द्रियार्थेषु
Nakarmasvanusajjate
न कर्मस्वनुषज्जते
Sarvasankalpasanyasi
सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी
Yogarudastatoಚ್yate.
योगारूढस्ततोच्यते.
The meaning of Yoga Ruda to be understood. Arurukshoho, it is Arodam Ichuhu, who wants to climb up to gain this position, the status of contemplative disposition, which is required for Nididhyasanam. You cannot choose to have this disposition. You have to work for it. Therefore, for the karma karanam uchyate. Then for the Yoga Rudaha, what meaning you take depending on that, the interpretation should be given. Yoga Rudaha, the meaning of the word Yoga Rudaha is taken by Swamiji as it's a wise person, Pandita iti. It's an accomplished person, Yoga Rudaha. Yoga Rudaha is an accomplished person, Jnani iti. Therefore, Sarva Karma Sannyasi. For them, Jnanam is the Karanam for Moksha. That is Yoga Ruda. Now, here we are taking the meaning of the word Yoga Ruda, taking the meaning of the Yoga Ruda to be that he has gained the mental disposition, Yoga Rudaha. He has gained that Yoga Rudaha. He has gained the contemplative disposition for that person, Yoga Rudaha. Now, as long as this contemplative disposition not gained, one has to do karma yoga. So how long this person should do karma yoga? As long as this person has not become yoga rudaha, he has to do karma yoga. So how does this person become yoga rudaha? When does this person becomes yoga rudaha? You ask. And if yoga ruda is taken as a jnani, then it doesn't require anything. It doesn't require anything to be done. So therefore, not taking the meaning of yoga ruda to be jnani, we will discuss. That is, taking the yoga ruda to be that person who is not a jnani, but who has gained the contemplative disposition. That taking that meaning, we will discuss. Then, yada inendriyateshu na karmasu anushajyate. That is, the mind, the person, yoga rudaha, he has a mind which is not disturbed by anything. Na indriyarteshu na karmasu anushajyate. Indriyartha, that is sense objects, and karma, with regard to karma, whatever may be the karma, is anushajyate, is not attached. There is no attachment for this person with regard to the indriya vishaya, the objects of perception, indriya vishaya, and as well as the karma. With regard to the karma as well as to the indriya vishaya, anushajyate is not, there is no attachment, na anushajyate. So yada means yasmin kale, he for nischayena. So indriyarteshu shotradinam vishayaha shabda sparsharuparasagandhaha teshu bhujyamaneshu, all these are consumed by the senses. So indriyarteshu, indriyanam artaha teshu, indriyarteshu. So that buddhi, the indriyarteshu, that is, these are to be consumed by me. I want to enjoy this. Therefore, that is not there. Indriyarteshu na anushajyate, na parishvajate. And also, with regard to karma also. What karma? Vedokta karma or laukika karma. Vedokteshu karmeshu, laukikeshu karmasu va. Vedokteshu karmasu, laukika karmasu va. Sarveshu karmasu. Sarveshu karmasu. Na anushajyate is not, it doesn't have abhinivesha with regard to karma. Therefore, sarva sankalpa sannyasi, sarva sankalpa, sarvesham sankalpanam, that sankalpanam sannyasah, sarva sankalpa sannyasi. Sankalpaha, sarve ki sankalpaha, sarva sankalpaha. So sarva sankalpaha, sarva sankalpanam, sarvesham sankalpanam sannyasi. Is a sannyasi. He has got sannyasa buddhi, parityahi. He's given up. He has given up attachment for all this. Therefore, sarva sankalpa sannyasi. That is, sankalpa is not there for this person. He is free from sankalpa. His action is not motivated by sankalpa. So, therefore, this person, sarva sankalpa sannyasi, it is also includes that the notion aham karta aham bhokta, which is the cause for all the sankalpa. Sankalpa is because of aham karta aham bhokta. That is the cause. Therefore, sarva sankalpa sannyasi means that person is free from the kartrutva bhoktrutva buddhi. This person is free from kartrutva bhoktrutva buddhi. Therefore, nothing to be accomplished by this person by performing any karma. So, therefore, sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoha rudaha iti uchyate. That person is a jnani. That person is yoha rudaha. So here, sarva sankalpa sannyasi can be taken to be the person who has gained this contemplative disposition, and therefore that person, for him no karma. Or taking the meaning of the jnani, he has achieved. Yes, he is an accomplished person. Therefore, no kartrutva buddhi, no bhoktrutva buddhi. Even for a karma yogi also, what a jnani, what buddhi a jnani enjoys, that karma yogi, he imitates, he fakes it in order to make it. Jnani as akartrutva, abhoktrutva buddhi. Agam akarta, agam abhokta. That alone karma yogi, he imitates. How? By offering all the karma to Ishvara. Ishvararpana buddhi. He entertains that buddhi and receiving it as prasada buddhi. So, therefore, karma yogi also sarva sankalpa sannyasi. So, sarva sankalpa sannyasi, having given up all the sankalpa, the pressure of desires, there is no desire. So, desire only prompts a person to do karma, and therefore agam karta, agam bhokta, that is not there. So the person is relatively free. That person is called yoga rudaha. Therefore, you can take the meaning of yoga rudaha to be jnani, or yoga rudaha to be the one who is prepared for nididhyasanam. So yoga rudaha can be a person who has done nididhyasanam, a jnani, or yoga rudaha can be a person who is ready for nididhyasanam. For the person who is ready, now the person who is ready for nididhyasanam, wherein karma yoga is not required. It has given its result, the palam. So, tasya karyam na vidyate. It's nothing to be done, that person. What he has to do for jnanam is only nididhyasanam. For a jnani, if yoga ruda is taken to be jnani, for him nothing to be done. Is already jnani. Shamaha karanam uchyate. Jnanam is the karanam for moksha for that person. Iti. So, both meaning, depending on what meaning you take, you have to, what meaning you take for yoga rudaha, the interpretation to be given. Taking the meaning here, not as a jnani, we can take here yoga rudaha, the person who has gained that contemplative disposition. Who has gained that contemplative disposition for what? For doing nididhyasanam. Shravanam being done, then mananam, then this knowledge. You want to assimilate this knowledge. For assimilation, you need to be available, should be available all the time for yourself. Therefore, certain withdrawal is involved. Therefore, only dhyanam. At least some time in a day is required where you withdraw completely from everything and be with yourself to gain this disposition. So, therefore, as long as this disposition is not gained, one has to do karma. So, for the yoga rudaha, indriyarteshu karmasu anusajjanam nasti. For yoga rudaha. So, yada indriyateshu karmasu na anusajjate, tada sarva sankalpa sannyasi, this yogi, yoga rudaha uchyate. This yogi becomes a yoga rudaha when he doesn't have indriya vyapara with indriya vishaya, when he is not intensely active. Karmasu, karma palasu, with action or with regard to the results of action. Anushajyate. That person can be called a yoga rudaha. So, therefore, yoga rudaha is characterized by vairagyam. Vairagyam for indriya vishaya. Vairagyam for indriya vishaya, sense objects. Therefore, when the mind na anushajyate, not attached to these activities which involves the sense objects, the mind is not available for this anymore. That person who is free from sankalpa, that person is said to have gained this contemplative disposition. He need not be a sannyasi. He need not be a sannyasi. He can be called a sannyasi from the standpoint of sarva sankalpa sannyasa. He is qualified. He is not a sannyasi. He is qualified for gaining knowledge. He could be a sannyasi also, or it could be a grihasthashrami. The person can be belong to any of the ashrama. That is not a problem. That is not a question. Now the person is ready for gaining knowledge. That person who is ready for gaining knowledge is called Yogaruda. For preparing that is called, that person who prepares for that is called Arurukshugu. So Arurukshugu, Yogarudaha, then Jnani. That is the step. Arurukshugu becomes Yogarudaha, Yogarudaha becomes Jnani. So Yogaruda, Kada Yogarudaha Uchyate Purushaha Yada Indriyateshu Va Karmasu Va Na Anushajyate Yaha Sarvasankalpa Sannyasi Bhavati Yada Sarvasankalpa Sannyasi Bhavati Tada Yogarudaha Bhavati Yogi Karma Yogi Yogarudaha Bhavati. Then after Yogaruda, karma has got no purpose for him. It has served its purpose. Now the person is completely withdrawn, engaged in Nididhyasanam. He entertains this jnanam all the time for complete assimilation. Why we say assimilation? This knowledge is gained in Shravanam only. Without Shravanam, we cannot do Nididhyasana. Without Shravanam, that is Shastra Pramanam, without Pramana Vyapara, Jnanam cannot take place. So, Jnanam takes place only in Shravanam. There is no doubt about that. In spite of Jnanam, because of the previous disposition, orientation, that Jnanam may not give Jnana Phalam. Therefore, deliberately entertaining what has been heard in Shravanam, that is Nididhyasana. By that, this knowledge is assimilated. To be assimilated, it should be well assimilated. This is you can see even in our Vyavahara. In our Vyavahara, even though you very well know that you have kept your table, the table, writing table, what you use, from one corner of the room to another corner, or the photo of a god or goddess, where you generally keep. Now you have kept it in another place. When you do puja, when you show arati, naturally your hand will go to that place where you had kept previously, because so many days, so many years you have been doing puja. So you think photo is there. Naturally, your hand goes there to wave the camphor to that photo where it is not there now. This happens, at least this happens to me every day. Even though I know very well I have kept the picture of the god somewhere else, some other place, some other position. I know I only kept, but when I do puja, because of the samskara, past samskara, what I have been doing, that becomes my habit. Because of this habit, without my will, naturally the hand goes. The camphor, when I show, my hand goes to wave the camphor to same place where now photo is not there. This happens every day. This happens every day. And when I want to be alert, that time also it happens. So it takes a lot of deliberation. This is just a small case. If this is so, then what to talk about this jnanam, this knowledge, this samskara, the vasanas which have been there in our buddhi for so many janmas, like the vessel in which the garlic or the asafoetida is kept, that smell will not go so easily. In spite of washing, the smell will be there. When the smell will go, it takes time. It takes time, and it needs to be processed. That it takes some process. If we kept in the sun or something, so the smell will not easily go. If that is so, the vasana, which is also a smell, how it will go so easily? So therefore, only nididhyasana. Because we do nididhyasana, because nididhyasana is recommended, it doesn't mean that is required for jnanam. Jnanam is already there. Nididhyasana is to is to remove the viparita bhavana. This is viparita bhavana. The hand automatically going to the place where photo is not there, showing the waving the light without my without my will. Though I don't I have the knowledge that photo is not there, I know it. That still goes. Then how to make this jnanam all the time available for me? Then that requires alertness. And that is what is achieved through nididhyasana. That is the purpose of nididhyasana. So for that nididhyasana requires certain preparatory process. It cannot just like that withdraw. So karma yoga gives that attitude, gives that disposition to sit for nididhyasanam. Yoga rudaha indriyateshu karmasu yaha na anushajyate yaha sarvasankalpa sannyasi bhavati tada eva yoga rudaha bhavati. Therefore, to gain that, one has to work. After gaining that, one has to do nididhyasanam. And therefore, yoga rudasya shamaha karanam uchyate. Jnanam becomes the karanam. Jnanam only. Yoga rudasya sarva karma sannyasa, that is jnanam, shamaha, withdrawal, nivritti. Otherwise, it is called sannyasa. Karanam uchyate. For what? Mokshaya, for moksha. Iti. Then, the next shloka, the next following two shlokas, it emphasizes on that Shraddha and mastery over the body, mind, sense complex. One need to have Shraddha, the self-confidence to work. One should have confidence in oneself, believing that this can be achieved. One cannot get dejected or demotivated because of this habitual issue. So, jnanam being there, since this is a matter of habit, the habit as any habit is very difficult to remove. The alcoholism is very difficult, but the deliberation is required. It is painful. So, therefore, one must have Shraddha. One must have Shraddha in oneself. One must work to improve oneself. So, therefore, Shraddha in oneself and mastery over this body, mind, sense complex, this Shama, Dhamma, that is two important sadhana as part of the Bhagiranga sadhana. As part of the Bhagiranga sadhana, it is talked about in the next two shlokas. Bhagiranga sadhana, Antaranga sadhana. Bhagiranga sadhana covers karma yoga and other aspects. Antaranga sadhana going to be talked about. That starts with asanam, pranayama, etc. Since the topic is nididhyasanam, as part of the Bhagiranga sadhana, mastery over this body, mind, sense complex and Shraddha in oneself, very important. That is talked about in the next two shlokas. Shloka number 5 and shloka number 6. Let us read. Uddharedatmanatmanam
uddharedatmanatmanam
natmanam avasadayet
natmanamavasadhayet
atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu
atmaiva hyatmano bandhuः
atmaiva ripuratmanah
atmaiva ripuratmanah
Uddharet. You pull yourself up. May you lift up yourself. Lift up. May you lift Uddharet. Uddharet Atmana Atmanam. Here many Atmas are there. All the forms of the Atman Shabda. Atmana Atmanam. Na Atmanam Avasadayet. Tritiya Vibhakti Atmana and Atmanam Dvitiya Vibhakti. Atmanam Atmana Uddharet. Who? Uddharet is their Kriya Padam. Kaha. May one Uddharet lift whom? Oneself. How? By oneself. You cannot lift yourself by yourself physically. Here, talking about Uddharanam is Uddharanam here Udharet. Uddharanam. Uddharanam means physical. Uddharanam means lift, but here it's not a physical lift. That is, you have Shraddha in yourself, have confidence in yourself, so that you can lift yourself. You can stick to this. You can stick, you can work for this, not giving up this pursuit. You can continue to pursue this pursuit. There is no other way. For moksha, there is no other way. Therefore, don't feel disappointed or rejected. Therefore, you work. Therefore, you put effort, you work to improve yourself. You help yourself. When you help yourself, other help will come. That is what we call kripa. It's called kripa. You have atma kripa. You have kripa for yourself. 4 types of kripa we talk about. Ishvara kripa, Shastra kripa, Guru kripa, Atma kripa. Here Atma kripa, that is one's own grace. It is nothing but your own thinking about yourself. Your own thinking about yourself. If you think that you cannot do, then you can't do. So therefore only Shraddha. So have Shraddha in yourself. Cultivate positive thinking. So have compassion for yourself. Have anugraha for yourself. So when you have that, then you can lift yourself by yourself. In fact, you have to lift yourself by yourself. Even though Ishvara Anugraha is there, Shastra Anugraham, Guru Anugraham is there. If Atma Anugraha is not there, if you have not chosen to work, then you cannot gain. You cannot gain the end. So with the end in mind, paying attention to the means, you work. So therefore, you get out of this samsara by your own will. Atmana, Atmanam, Uddharet. That is, you have to rethink your thinking. You have to question the pursuit and prioritize the pursuit. What is the priority? What is the priority? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Among that, what is the priority? So, setting priorities and having the structure, the value structure, questioning the value structure, redefining yourself, because your samsara is because of the wrong vision. To remove the wrong vision, your vision has to undergo a certain change. Then only Shastra vision of the Shastra is gained. Therefore, you need to have a certain change in your thinking. That is what Uddharet is. Uddharanam is, lifting is, have the mental, the attitude, disposition, the change in a way so that you can have the vision of the Shastram. Aligning your vision with the vision of the Shastram. Aligning your vision requires some deliberation. So therefore, this is the first stage. This is the first stage. Then the vision, the Shastra vision becomes your vision, that is Jnana. For gaining the vision of the Shastram, now you are taking certain preparatory steps. That is the Uddharanam. So bringing about a certain change in your thinking, in your attitude, setting up the priorities, that is Uddharanam. Therefore, Atmanam Atmana Uddharet. Atmanam Atmana Uddharet. Lift yourself by yourself. Atmanam Atmana Uddharet. Here the word Atma referring to the person, the samsari, who thinks himself to be samsari, not Atma. Atma. This Atma, the word refers to you, the person, the samsari. So you lift yourself. You come out from this samsara by yourself. Lift yourself by yourself. So therefore, entertaining the prayerful, the attitude, the buddhi, and making the body, mind, senses, all this function in an integrated way, not allowing the sense organs to get scattered all over, and going to the teacher, receiving the knowledge, and applying the effort, which is what is to be done. That required effort has to be put. So to gain the knowledge, so Guru Upasadanam, not just by Guru Upasadanam, the job is done. Guru Upasadanam, then effort is required on the part of the student to grasp, to listen, to grasp, and to analyze, to do inquiry of what has been heard. All this requires effort. So sufficient effort must be put. So in all these ways, you pull yourself up. Therefore, Atmana Atmanam Uddaret. Atmana Atmanam Uddaret. Therefore, this Vakya implies free will of the person. Free will is there. Purushartha is there. Without Purushartha, how can the person lift himself by himself? Not possible. Therefore, free will is there. Free will is there, or everything is predestined. Free will is there. Therefore, only Atmana Atmanam Uddaret. Otherwise, Uddaret, the link, Lakara need not be there. It's a command. So it is possible. It is possible. Therefore, if it is possible, means there is free will. Therefore, Purushartha Vichara, Purushartha Nishchaya, Purushartha Vichara, all these are required. Therefore, it is not everything is predestined. You have got free will. You have got free will. Therefore, you can work to lift yourself up. That is, you can work for moksha. You can work to improve yourself so that moksha is not far away. Therefore, Atmanam Atmana Uddaret. By yourself, by you. Atmanam Atmana Uddaret. Na Atmanam Avasadayet. May you not pull yourself by yourself. So the one is Anvaya Upadesha, other one is Yatireka Upadesha. So may you not pull yourself by yourself, means may you not think that you cannot change, you cannot come out from samsara issue, from samsara problem. So it is avasadayet. Avasadayet means nashayet. Na nashayet. May you not destroy yourself. May you not destroy yourself by not applying your free will. May you not destroy ourselves by not applying your free will. You have the free will to change and apply it. You can change from what you are to the better one. That is, we can go from karma yoga to jnana yoga. So that requires effort. That requires prayatna. Prayatnam as well as prarthana. Prarthana and prayatna. That is what is highlighted here. That's why I said Vishwasa, confidence, Atma Vishwasa. So Uddaret Atmanat Atmanam, Atmanam Navasadayet. That is Atma Vishwasa. Atma Vishwasa. By only Atma Vishwasa, Atma Kripa is gained. Atma Kripa is one's own grace. You need to have compassion for yourself. You need to have compassion you have to be friendly with yourself. When you are friendly with yourself, then moksha will be friendly to you. You be a friend to yourself with regard to the moksha purushartha. If you are not friendly to yourself, that's what the second line. Atmaiva Atmanaha Bandhuhu. Atmaeva Ripuhu Atmanaha. Who is an enemy to yourself? You are the enemy to yourself, and you are the friend to yourself. So the enemy is not outside. The antara, the internal enemies, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, etc. These are the enemies. Where are they located? They are located in you. Therefore, the enemy is you, the friend is also you. The world is not the enemy. The enemy is the world is neither a friend nor an enemy. You are the friend, you are the enemy. The world becomes your friend if you are friend to yourself. The world will become an enemy if you are inimical to yourself. So let us not blame the world being what it is. it is Ishvara Srishti. You bring in your Srishti, Jiva Srishti, and complain about the world. It is bad. It is worse. The world being what it is. Let not the world be blamed for what you are. So, therefore, when you are friend to yourself, when you are friend to yourself, the world will be friend to yourself, and moksha is also not far away. Therefore, you alone are your friend, you alone are your enemy. This attitude is required. So therefore, Atma eva Atmanaha Bandhuhu. Bandhuhu is relation. Bandhava. Who is the Bandhava to me? I am the Bandhava. Then similarly, who is the enemy to me? I am the enemy. So I am the enemy, I am the friend. I am the enemy, I am the friend. Therefore, cultivate this friendship with yourself more and reduce or completely avoid this inimical attitude with regard to yourself. So, since you alone can become the object of your friend or object of your enemy, so therefore, reducing the inimical attitude with regard to yourself and cultivating the friendly attitude with yourself, may you lift yourself by yourself. So, have Atma Vishwasa and work for gaining this contemplative disposition. So, therefore, stick to Karma Yoga and follow it so that we will gain this dhyana yoga, this nididhyasanam, that disposition, yoga rudaha, this disposition required for nididhyasanam. That is the idea. So this atma eva atmanaha bandhu, atma eva atmanaha bandhu, atmanam na avasadaye. Shankaracharya in his Bhashyam, he says this samsara sagare nimagnam atmanam urdvam haret. That is what uddaret, urdvam haret. You lift yourself, who is dipped, who is immersed in this samsara. By that what? Yoga rudatam apadaye. By lifting, may you gain yoga rudatam, the status of being a yoga ruda. So this instruction, this advice is for gaining the yoga ruda. This meant for gaining the mental disposition of a yoga ruda. Of yoga rudatam is gained. It is gained by Atma Vishwasa, Atma Anugraha, and complete mastery over your body, mind, senses. Therefore, Shamaha, Damaha, all these Shatka Sampatti, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti is required. So cultivating Adhikaritvam is not for the sake of cultivating Adhikaritvam. It is meant for Jnanam. Therefore, Uddharet, na avasadaget. Then this is presented in this shloka. Then the next shloka, the same thing. Again, Atma Vishwasa is presented. Let us read the next shloka. Bandhuratmatmanastasya
बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य
yenatmaivatmana jitaha
येनात्मैवात्मना जितः
anatmanastu shatrutve
अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे
vartetatmaiva shatruvat.
वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्
Bandhu atma atmanaha tasya bandhu bhavati. For that person, the atma is a bandhu, is a friend. Tasya atmanaha atmana bandhu, atma eva bandhu. Bandhu atma atmanaha tasya. Atma is the bandhu for oneself. Atmana svena. That is for a person. Atma is a friend. When it is a friend? When the this Shridamana Sangata, this body mind, when over the body mind sense complex, the person has complete mastery over it. The body, the mind, senses, it obeys the person. Not that he obeys the order of them. So the application of his free will, the application of his complete is free will, and therefore the effort is directed towards moksha when the person has complete this mastery over body, mind, sense complex. Let the mind do what you say. Let the mind be a servant to you. Therefore, by will and effort, you won over, you win over yourself by yourself. Three Shaktis are there: Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Icha Shakti, where is Icha Shakti? With whom Icha Shakti? Is it with the object? Does it lie in the object or with you? It is with you, Icha Shakti. Then Jnana Shakti, that is also with you. Then Kriya Shakti, the desire to accomplish the Vishayas, that Kriya, that is also with you. All the three Shaktis are with you. Let the three Shaktis be with you all the time. May you utilize this Shakti. When you utilize this Shakti properly for yourself, for your growth, then you are a friend to yourself. When you can utilize these three Shakti, the Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, then by proper utilization of these powers, even you can gain Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka or the knowledge of Brahma. So even to gain Brahmaloka, this is required. But our motive is not to gain Brahmaloka, because that also, having gone to Brahmaloka again, the Jnanam has to be received from Brahmaji for moksha. Therefore, that very well can be gained here. Therefore, for Jnanam, that these three Shaktis be with you. Therefore, Atmana tasya Atmanaha tasya Atma Atmanaha Bandhu Bhavati. It becomes a Bandhu. The body mind sense complex becomes a Bandhu by making you work to gain punyam or to gain that attitude required for this nididhyasanam. That becomes a means for gaining moksha. Therefore, Bandhu, let the Sangata becomes a Bandhu. So that the person can enjoy the life, can enjoy this life, spiritual life. So therefore, let the body be healthy. Therefore, the body has to be healthy and the mind also has to be healthy, so that it can be utilized for this pursuit. The anatma is also Sangata. This body also is Sangata. Therefore, this anatma Sangata, you cannot win over this anatma. You cannot win over this anatma when you have the attitude of, when you have the inimical attitude with yourself. Therefore, this anatma Sangata, it is won over only by when you have the attitude of friendship with your body, mind, senses. Anatma is Sangata, this body, mind also Sangata. So, since there is two Sangata, one is Anatma other than you, other one is your body, mind, senses. Therefore, you need to have the attitude of, you need to have friendly attitude of this body, mind, senses, which is Ishvara Srishti, Bhagavan had given. Therefore, you cannot abuse it. You cannot remain not using it. You have to use it. It is not meant for just keeping it. You have to use it. At the same time, not abuse it. You have to use it properly. So if you use it for moksha, then it is bandhu. If you don't use it or use it, abuse it, then it becomes an enemy. So this is with regard to body and more with regard to the mind. So therefore, these are the karanam, the instrument given. Therefore, know how to handle it so that it will not becomes your friend. It not becomes your enemy. So that becomes your friend. Yena atmaiva atmana chitaha anatmastu shatrutve varteta atma eva shatruvat. This varteta atma shatruvat, this anatma, for the one who has not mastered oneself. This anatmanaha shatrutve varteta. Atma eva shatruvat. For the one who has not mastered oneself, this Atma will be like a Shatruvat Bhavati. Anatmanastu means Ajitatmanaha. Atma Anatmanaha. Shatruvat Bhavati. Shatru Bhave Varteta iti. That is, Anatmanaha is Avashikrita Manaskasya. Avashikrita Manaskasya. Ajitatmanaha Anatma. That is, this Karyakarana Sangata, when it is not under your control, then that becomes your enemy. So Anatma referring to this Sharirama Sangata. This Anatma referring to the Sharirama Sangata. When it doesn't obey you, then it is Shatruvat Bhavati. It becomes your enemy. And this Anatma, how it is won over? Atmana eva jitaha. It has to be won over by yourself. Therefore, self-mastery. You need to have self-mastery with regard to this body, mind, sense complex. So this Anatma Sangata, this body, mind, sense complex is not won over by having the attitude of the inimical attitude. So therefore only it says there is no enemy other than yourself. Nobody can disturb you unless you allow them to. The mind will become an enemy to you when you allow the mind to disturb you. So therefore, master the body, mind, sense complex. Let that be with you. Mastered body, mind, sense complex is a friend. Unmastered body, mind, sense complex is the enemy. So therefore, this Sangata, it is in your hands. So if you know how to handle it, then you can make it your friend. If you don't know how to handle, you can misuse it or abuse it, or not using that, it gets disintegrated, not serving the purpose. This shloka is similar to the shloka which is in the Kathopanishad. In the Kathopanishad, the chariot imagery is that Buddhinto Saratim Vidhi Manaf Pragraham Evacha Atmanam Nutinam Vidhi. There we have seen Yastu Vijnanavan Bhavati Yuktena Manasa Sada. Yuktena Manasa Sada Tasyendriyani Vashyani Sadashva Iva Sadatehe Sadashvaha. Sadashvaha, good horses. Tasya Indriyani Vashyani. Indriyani Vashyani Tasya. All the Indriyas, they obey. Like what? Like the Sadashva, like the good horses, obeying the Sarathi. That person who has mastery over the Indriyas, Tasya Sada Vijnanavan Bhavati. That person, Vijnanavan Bhavati. Yastu Avijnanavan Bhavati. Amanasta Sada Ashuchihi. Nasatat Padam Apnoti Samsaram Cha Adigachati. The importance of mastery over Sharira Manasangata is talked about. If the body, mind, senses, they are like the horses, good horses of the chariot, then it can take you to the destination. If it is Dushtashva, like it is Dushta Ashvaha, then Samsaram Cha Adigachati. It will put you in samsara, it will perpetuate you in samsara. So therefore, be a proper handler of this Sangata which has been given to you. You are the trustee of this trust. So misusing the fund of the trust, misappropriating the trust, you become enemy to yourself. Therefore, yena atmana atma eva jitaha, by whom this Sharira Manasangata is mastered, that person, jitaha tasya atmanaha, atma bandhuhu, that what is mastered, that becomes a bandhu to that person. That is, the Sharira Manasangata becomes the bandhu. Anatmanaha to, here Anatmanaha, the word has to be interpreted as Ajitatmanaha. Ajitatmanaha means not conquered, not mastered. That's what Anatmanaha is. The Sharira Manasangata, which is not mastered, which doesn't obey you, that becomes Shatruvat, like a Shatru, Shatruvat, Shatrutve Varteta. It will, like a Shatru, it will destroy you. So therefore, the means of destruction is not outside. It is the same Sangata. Same Sangata becomes the means for your destruction also. Therefore, have Shama, Dhamma, etc. Self-mastery. So that is what is talked about. So in all this shloka, this sadhana chatushtayam only is talked about. Sampatti. So all the way it is about cultivating these qualities. The sane, to enjoy the sane mind, to enjoy the sane buddhi. So we need to have this attitude, to cultivate this adhikaritvam. The vyavahara itself, it is required, and it's all the more required for the pursuit of jnana. Okay. Then bandhu. Then the next shloka. Okay. We'll read the next shloka. Shloka number 7. Here also the same idea is talked about. That is the second, the value, what Bhagavan Krishna emphasizes here is, again he reiterates here is, this Sharira Manasangata, mastery over Sharira Manasangata. Let us read. Jitatmanah prashantasya
जितात्मनः प्रशान्तस्य
Paramatma samahitah
परमात्मा समाहितः
Shitoshna sukha dukkheshu
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु
तथा मानापमानयोः.
तथा मानापमानयोः.
So jitatmanah. It's a nice word, jitatmanah. Jitaha atma yena saha. Here atma is this Sharira Manasangata, that is Atma. Jitaha Atma Yena Saha Jitatmanaha. Na Jitatmanaha, and that is what is referred to by the word Anatma in the previous shloka. Anatmanaha. How do we know Anatmanaha is Ajitatmanaha? Only from the Bhashakara says Anatmanaha, the previous shloka is Ajitatmanaha, that Atma which has not been mastered. That Atma is this Sharira Manasangata. So here Jitatmanaha is Jitaha Atma Yena Saha, by whom this Sharira Manasangata is won over. Prashantasya, Prashantaha, the one who has the mind which is Prashanta, which is tranquil. So therefore the person cannot be disturbed by anything. No situation disturbs the person, is always composed. Then Paramatma Samahitaha. Here the word Param can be connected to Samahitaha also. Param can be connected to Samahita. Therefore Param Samahitaha. Param Samahitaha. Samahitaha. Samahita means Samyak Agitaha. His buddhi is Samyak Agitaha. Enjoys complete this composure. Param Agitaha. Agita buddhi. Samagitaha. Samadhana buddhi. The person has got, his mind is always composed. Even when the situations are not conducive, is always composed. Param Agitaha. Param Agitaha. Then Shitoshna Sukha Dukkeshu, with regard to Shita, Ushna, all the pairs of opposites. Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Labha, Alabha, Jaya, Ajaya, etc. Mana, Apamana, that also is given. So with regard to all the Dvandva, the pairs of opposites. Sukha, Dukkha. Sukha, Dukkha, that gives Sukha, the situation that gives happiness, Sukham, and the situation which gives unhappiness. So with regard to them, With regard to mana, apamana, with regard to praise, somebody praises you, you feel happy. Criticizes you, you feel dejected. That is not there. So, with regard to praise or criticism, praise you don't need to handle. You receive it, you welcome it. What about criticism? Criticism is difficult to bear. It is painful. But this person, mana apamana yoga, with regard to them also, he has got with regard to them, he has got the samahita. With regard to them also, he has got samahita buddhi. His mind is tranquil, is completely composed. With regard to Chita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, therefore, he is completely his mind is in a composed state. Composed state is not vulnerable, vulnerable to any sort of criticism or even praise. Praise also causes praise also can become a disturbance if the person is vulnerable. So praise or criticism, nothing can disturb the person. So he is free from both. So therefore, the situation don't disturb, and people also don't disturb. Therefore, it means that the person he has gained, he has known what is to be known. He knows he is complete, Purnaha. So therefore, for this person, Jitatma, Prashanta Chittaha, Atma, that Brahma is Atma. He knows that Paramatma, Brahma to be himself, Atma. Param Atma Bhavati. Is not away from Brahma anytime. Is all the time is available as himself, as myself. Therefore, that person, Samahitaha, who is composed in all situations that are opposed, they are dvandva, opposed in nature. Chita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha is same. This is the palam. This is the palam. This is a result of. This is a result. This is the result of the effort. The effort what has been put in the form of Bahiranga sadhana, Antaranga sadhana, and Nididhyasanam, Dhyanam. Bahiranga sadhana, Antaranga sadhana, all these sadhanas taken up. For what? For the palam. And what is a palam? The palam is what is talked about here. Chitatmanaha, for the one who has mastery over body, mind, sense complex. Therefore, sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha, and is prashantaha, prashanta chittaha, he enjoys prashanta buddhi, prashanta chittam, and is samahitaha, his mind is composed, and therefore, shitosha sukha dukkeshu, manapamana yoho, param samahitaha, for him, this knowledge, for him who has gained this knowledge, this is the result. Sitosha Sukha Dukkeshu, Tatapa Manapamana Yoko, he is same, he is not touched by that. So he is free from samsara. Why this phalam is talked about here? It is only to create a ruchi in the mind of the listeners. So what is a phalam? The phalam is you will not be touched by any pairs of opposites. The pairs of opposites only causes problem. Sometimes sukham, sometimes dukkham keeps coming. Heat and cold, light and darkness, rain and sun. But here, with regard to these pairs of opposites, when you are not disturbed, when you enjoy the tranquility, that is what everyone aspire for. That is a palam. That is a palam of this karma yoga, followed by this antaranga sadhana preparation, what you have done for dhyanam, and finally ididhyasanam. So starting from karma yoga, then shravanam, then mananam, then ididhyasanam. Ididhyasanam requires such an antaranga sadhanam, which are going to be discussed. So the palam of all this is to gain this status, to gain this buddhi, to gain this jnanam, that I am not disturbed. I'm always composed. The shanti, samahitaha, the shanta buddhi. Who is Shantaha? Who is free from samsara is only can enjoy this Shanta Buddhi. So asamsari, asamsari, tasya Shanta Buddhi bhavati. Samsari cannot have Shanta Buddhi. All the time his mind is either in one thing or other thing. All the time it is engaged. It cannot remain stable for a moment. It is reckless. Whereas this person, his mind is fixed in Brahma. Therefore enjoys Shanta Buddhi. What comes, what goes, doesn't bother. It remains the same throughout. That is a palam. That is the drishta palam. And adrishta palam is jnanam, is muktihi, is free. And videga muktihi, maranantaram tasya janmana bhavati. That is the adrishta palam. That palam is not seen, therefore adrishta. It is jnanam. So jnana palam is talked about the result of nididhyasanam. So this shloka is the result of nididhyasanam. We'll stop here, Samantha shloka. We will continue in the next class. Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutah stunvanti divyaistavaihi vedai sangha padakramo panishadaihi gayanti yam samagaha dhyanavastita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yoginaha yasyantam na vidussura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.